historical fashion friends, and today we are going to be learning about warping our looms. So I have here my threads that I'm going to be using for my next upcoming band that I'm going to be making. It's going to be hopefully a belt. Sort of concerned about the ability of this to make a long enough belt, but we will see. I have a skinny waist, so it's probably fine. So, my phone is kind of busted and stopped recording like 6 times during filming this, and I didn't realize for most of the first part. So, I'm just gonna show some diagrams, and I think it's actually kind of better than watching me do it because it's a bit confusing. And I'm gonna do a voiceover. And stay tuned for the 100 subscriber celebration episode. Thank you all for helping us get to 100 subscribers, and I am really looking forward to hitting future milestones with you all. And if you haven't subscribed already, be sure to subscribe. There's gonna be a lot more weaving coming up. And let me know in the comments if you want to see a short video on how I make the Excel file that I was following in this, because I use Excel to help me extend patterns or kind of like add patterns together. And if you're interested in learning how to do that, let me know. Okay, so I am recording this voiceover because the audio from my cell phone is literally horrific. This is a picture of my loom from the side, and I'm actually going to use a drawing to show you how to warp it before I show you me actually doing it. And this is the, I guess, not side view, front view? I'm not sure which, but anyway, this is the little screw around which you will wrap your strings as you warp them around. So your cards will all be threaded either what they call S or Z threading. To be honest, this has never actually made much sense to me, because even when I see it drawn out to make it look like an S or a Z, it doesn't really. And it takes me more time than if I just think of S threading as going from left to right if the card is in front of you. And Z threading means the strings are going from right to left. That's just easier for me, whatever floats your boat. Here's a beautiful drawing I did of my loom, and here is a direction with many arrows to show you how I wrapped the strings around the pegs. There's a couple of different ways that you can thread it depending on if you're doing tablet weaving or not, but I am doing tablet weaving, so this is how I did it in order to get the longest amount of tablet woven band. Now, if you're only doing a small project, you don't have to wrap it around this many pegs, but this is basically optimal for maximizing the length. You'll use the screw at the front of the loom to hold onto your strings while you warp the other end around the pegs, and then once you meet back at the starting peg, you will cut some length of string and then tie it together with a surgeon's knot. This is a drawing of a surgeon's knot. It's kind of just like going around 2 times before you tie the second set of knots, if that makes sense. And now I am using my Excel pattern that I made to basically extend an existing pattern that I saw from Iron Sky on Pinterest. I think that's how you pronounce it. And this is basically a threaded in pattern, which means that the pattern involves all the cards going in the same direction at the same time, so you don't have to worry about moving only certain cards. The pattern will always appear. And this pattern actually allows you to make a variety of different designs using the same warp, but depending on how many times forwards and backwards you turn it. So basically there's different designs if you do 3 forwards, 3 back, 4, 5, 6, etc. I'm doing 8 forwards, 8 back. And that was just the desired pattern I have. You can try out as many as you want. Here I am just winding the threads around. I find it easier personally to do one at a time. Some people like kind of pre-cut all of their strings and then thread it. For me, it's just, you know, easier to do one at a time and deal with it that way, because I have a hard time keeping track of things. And this kind of helps me stay organized. So you can see here, I am just following the pattern. It'll tell you whether it's S or Z threaded. You have to make sure that the threading is the same for the entire card, because if some of them are S and some of them are Z, it will not turn and you'll get a big annoying knot. So I just do this for all of the cards. And yeah, that's basically it. I try to kind of keep them all in order so it looks nice and organized. And once I'm finished each card, I push them as far to the left as possible just to make room for the other cards and keep it looking nice. And once you have all your cards done, it will look a little something like this. So you can see that the cards provide a gap in between which you will pass your shuttle. And there's the peg with the silver screw attached to it and the little knob, and that adjusts your tension. So if you found that when you were warping it, it just isn't tight enough after you've tied the knots down the end, you can just pull it towards you and tighten it up, and it will maintain the tension for you. And that's it for that. And now you're ready to start weaving. Thank you all for watching, and I will see you next time. Leave a comment if this helped you out. And hopefully next time my phone will be fixed so I can make better videos. Or even better yet, I will get my camera fixed and use that instead. See you!